John, I'd love to see you make some like 5% speed, like really slow, deliberate shadow swings for me. And before I even give you any instruction at all, I'd just love to see you just work through like 3 or 4 slow, calm, like relaxed swings. Slow enough that you can kind of be present and feel and be aware of the different positions that you're hitting as you go through the swing. Great, good job. So on the last 2 swings, tell me, please, what position was your arm and elbow in right when you made contact, imaginary contact point?
I don't even know.
All right, cool. No, I'm wondering. So what you just did, do you think is what you normally do or something different?
I don't know. It's what I hope to do. I don't know if it's what I actually do once I start getting live.
All right, so this is key. So a big like theme is going to be, I think, for these 2 days, is going to be elevating your awareness of what you're actually doing with your body. Because what you just did on those 2 swings is totally different from how you normally hit a forehand. Like way on the other end of the spectrum. All right, so this, for me, this would be a good example. So slight bend, and then plenty of space as you go through the point of contact, plenty of space out towards your target before you turn and finish over on your left side.
Okay.
So this compared to that. In my opinion, I don't believe you've ever hit a forehand like that in your entire life. Like, it's very unlikely that you've ever extended like that before. It would feel super awkward. Go again, and just pause at contact for me on this next one. Take your time. So I think for you, realistic, relax. Realistic is going to be something probably like this,
Like that?
In this neighborhood. Yeah, contact right here.
Okay.
So definite space between your side and your elbow, and slight bend at your elbow.
That'd be great here.
Yeah. Yeah, this would be.
Let me just visualize this for a second.
Yeah, absolutely. So the problem before, go ahead to that spot again. Yeah, that's great. So this was like your good example that we saw in the video. The bad example, your elbow was right up against your body and further back. And so, and so this is where you were before, on like the poor example. And this is where we're looking to get to.
Okay.
That look familiar?
Yes.
So this is basically like the type of position that we're going for. So elbow like right at the front edge of the body, good space in between, and then extend that space before following through. Okay, so let's start to move through this a little more smoothly now. And I want you to really zero in on the one we're looking for. So a little bit of a bend, space between your body and your elbow, and I'd like to see you now move through it smooth and relaxed. So at the most, maybe double the speed that you were just doing it at.
Okay.
Yeah. Great job. Here's what you're looking like right now. Is your last like 3 swings.
It's still exaggerated, extended, isn't it?
A little bit. I would much rather you err on the side of being extended than
that, yeah.
than jammed up. So like I'm totally okay with this. On the scale of what we kind of defined as like ideal and exaggerated, it's closer to the exaggerated side of it. But like again, like I would rather you kind of lean in that direction. And then when the ball's in play, you might end up kind of splitting the difference halfway in between, and that would be great. Yeah, that would be awesome, as long as we can take out that jammed close one.
Okay.
One more. Good job. Same swing. Great job. How do you feel to you? The shadow swings versus the hit, how similar do you think your execution was?
82%.
Nice. I like that.
I figured it was probably around there.
82%. All right, here's the last shadow swing. Right, again, a little bit more, I would say a little more on the exact, you're a little bit straighter here. That's okay. I'm really curious actually to see exactly where you're at on this hit.
Shadow.
Wow, look at that.
It's pretty similar.
Yeah, it's actually,
So
I think 82% is pretty, it's pretty much nailed that, yeah. It's pretty much exactly the same. Awesome. So we're gonna work through a couple of sequences now. You're gonna do 2 slow, relaxed shadow swings, and then on the 3rd rep, Will's gonna toss to you, and then you're gonna do 2 shadow swings again. So every 3rd swing, Will's gonna toss you a ball. Great job, great job, great job. 2 shadow swings, and then when Will tosses, your job is to make that 3rd swing exactly the same. Great job, great job. Great job. Now, you're gonna do a shadow swing, and when Will tosses, his target is gonna be someplace right around in here.
Okay, so run around it?
Yes.
Okay.
And so your goal here is to shift to your left and find the right spot to hit the same position that you did on the shadow swing.
Okay.
Does it make sense? So now you've got some dynamic, like, adjusting that you've got to do. Slow down a little bit. Keep it really controlled. Nice job, John. That's a good tempo. Great job. Okay, now for every shadow swing that you take, Will's going to toss you 3 balls. Nice job, man. I'm just going to play this real quick. Really nice execution on that last set. I'm going to play through these. These are the 3 that you just hit. No, man, it looks really good.
Really, yeah.
Also just about right. That's
Yeah.
pretty much perfect. Nice job. Now, after your shadow swing, Will has the ability to toss wherever he wants. Great job, John. Great job. Here, check these out. Here's ones that you just hit. Here's your shadow swing. A little bit, probably a little bit on the exaggerated side. Again, like we're okay with that, but I want you to know where you're at. So here's your first hit. A little bit on the exaggerated side. Great job. That's awesome. I don't think I've ever had a student consistently exaggerate like that that much. Nailed it. Great job. Yeah. It's looking really good, man. Okay, so we're gonna do the same thing, but now Will's gonna feed to you instead of toss. And you're gonna start off in the middle of the quick start line here.
Okay.
There's a lot more distance between you and Will, so there's gonna be a lot more variation now. So it'll just be that next level of awareness that it's gonna take for you to nail that contact position.
Okay.
All right.
So shadow swing and
Yep, one shadow and then 3 feeds. No faster than that. Yep, that's a great tempo. Great job. That's great. I mean, I would call that ideal. Maybe on slight exaggerated side. That's great, man.
That's ideal, right?
Yeah, this is really nice. Yeah, your elbow's right about there, right about front edge.
Cool.
That's awesome.
So Will's creating a little bit more distance, probably about 15, 20 feet. Again, just a little bit more variance. I'd actually like you to maintain your same swing speed and just give you a little bit more paced ball before we get into rallies. Nice. Take a look after this one. Good job, man. Yeah, we're really happy with this.
Excellent.
Yeah, elbow right where we wanted, and slight bend. Good release. Nice. He's gonna start hitting the ball back to you. Again, this is just a little bit more dynamic because the ball's coming off his strings now. So just medium pace like you were doing before. And let's see if we can continue to recreate that swing.
Okay.
Good job. Even on that one, that was pretty nice. Here it is. Yeah. Let's take you through a couple of your swings here.
That's awesome, man.
Good job.
All right, all right, all right.
And that's pretty close to like ideal, I would say.
And the nice thing is all of them are really similar. Good job. Let's take a look at one of your old swings. All right, so this is the one that was pretty good.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And
So that was like the standard that we used before for like your, ideal.
Yeah, middle of the road.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then here's,
The bad.
yeah, you can see the elbows tucked in.
Yeah, your extension now has totally changed. Look at that. I don't think you've ever hit a forehand like this before.
I mean,
John.
look at the distance here between your body. I mean, all of these have had the elbow out in front, good extension.
It's amazing.
So
yeah.
there's your elbow before.
And a couple of those were pretty big shots with like pretty minimal effort.
Yeah.
And that's exactly the sign that you should be looking for as far as whether or not you're doing it right. Pretty swings result in easy power.
Right.
And so just this one, change has made it much easier for all that energy you create to get smoothly just transferred right into the ball.
Right.
So it's critical when you go home and you start like ramping this up and kind of juicing this up a little bit. What's critical is that you stay really, really aware of the tension in your body, because it's, as I mentioned like 10, 15 minutes ago, it's going to be really easy for you as you start to think, okay, now let's try to hit it harder, to go back to the muscling swing instead of relying on efficiency and prettiness to power the shot.